Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's Dustin Nulf, and I am with Keller Williams Realty's the Full House LLC, Pittsburgh Property Management, and the Dustin Nulf team. How are we all doing today? So we are going to look once again at the flip project that we've been talking about. This is part 3, so we're going to take a look at the progress of the flip. We're going to look at what has changed since then and new budget and price targets. So I guess to get started, let's look at the numbers again real quick, and we'll address some of the questions that popped up since the last video was released, and we're going to look at how the numbers have changed thus far, and we're going to take a look at a walkthrough of the property in the current condition. Okay, so here we are taking a look at the numbers, and we are going to start at the top here. This has changed, right? So last time we looked at this, we were projecting a $150,000 sale price. And why has it changed? Why am I upping the sale price right now? So we had talked about briefly in the last video the market conditions and my thought process here. Even initially when I bought the property, I was projecting that the market would continue to increase while we worked on it, and that has definitely been the case. Right now, the market is under a 2-week absorption rate in this area, and the deciding factor here has been that one of my agents on my sales team had listed a property in the area, and that the property that he listed was quite a bit more dated. It's lived in, it's dated, it's a little beat up by pets. It's up on top of a hill, and it's got a shared driveway that's very narrow, similar to the driveway on this particular flip that we're doing. And it goes uphill, and it's almost so steep and so narrow that you really couldn't park up there anyway. So his property, the listing was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, narrow driveway, really not going to get off-street parking in there, and it was not updated whatsoever. He listed that property for $135 and sold it in something like 24 hours with multiple offers for $145,000. So it sold for quite a bit over ask price in a matter of less than a day. And that definitely gives me motivation to change my numbers. So I was originally targeting 150. We're going to bump it up and say 175. I know there's a recent listing in the area on a less desirable street where they're asking, I think, $225,000 for it. It's a complete renovation, and it is definitely not as nice as this property, our property, is going to be. So I'm going to put 175 in here. I might end up shooting for over 200. The market, as long as I can find comps that would justify an appraisal at $200,000 or more, I may target that in order to capitalize on the most possible profit. The numbers that have changed, I put in here in a highlighted in yellow, so you can take a look at that. And you'll notice we got a hot water tank replacement, so it does not fail. Every time you buy real estate, you should expect surprises and budget them in. And it's a good thing that we're going to be able to increase the price here, because the expenses have increased quite a bit, as you can see. We have also projected our capital gains. So that was one comment that a friend of mine had when they saw the video. He said, hey, your capital gains, you were talking about 15%. Your capital gains are probably going to be around 50%. I wish I was in the same tax bracket as my friend right now, but that's not the case. So I'm actually projecting that my capital gains tax will end up being somewhere around 30%. It just depends on what my income looks like for this year. And as of right now, it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to project 30%. And we'll adjust that as we get closer to the finish line here. So that being said, this is our 30% capital gains. This is our net profit before taxes should we be able to get that $175,000 sale price. That puts us at a net profit after taxes of $27,900. So looking much better than the last video. We still have the commissions on the sales, and let's see, is that calculating correctly? It is calculating correctly. So our gross profit, including commissions, is $47,622 on an initial investment of a little over $110,000. Not bad. So that's what the numbers look like now. If you got any questions about the numbers, please post them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Now we're going to take a look at the progress that's been made on the property since the last video, and it has been quite a bit of progress. I know I had mentioned in the previous video, we were talking about removing the one wall that separates the living room from the kitchen and making it more expansive. And this contractor, to my surprise, if you check out this picture, he actually took down another wall too. And I wasn't even thinking about that wall, and I'm glad that he took it down because it really opens the place up and makes it a much more modern floor plan. I think that it's really going to add to the saleability of this property, and I'm glad that he did it and took the initiative to do it. So it's looking great. I can't wait for you guys to see the fourth video on this series, because you're going to be able to see very close to finished product. I'm amazed at how fast these guys are working. We did replace the front door with a new insulated steel door. The rear door, I had initially asked for it to be cleaned, sanded down, and painted. The contractor also took the initiative to just replace that door. He said that, you know, the paying for the labor of cleaning, sanding it down, and painting it would actually equal out to about the same as replacing it, and the replacement is going to fit much better and look much better. So there's the finished doors, and that is kind of it for the update right now. I mean, obviously it is Pittsburgh, it is February, so it is cold out, and we're not able to do a whole lot of exterior work whatsoever. So there's no exterior work being done right now. It's just the interior work. In the next part of the series, part 4, we will take another walk through the property after much of the drywall finishing has been completed. Take a look at what it's looking like now, and probably look to wrap up the construction portion of this series probably around part number 5 or video number 5. So stay tuned. I appreciate you watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe, I would appreciate it. Hit the notification bell so you get notified of new videos as they pop up. And as always, if you have any questions, suggestions, comments, or would like to see something in particular, please post it in the comments below. Thank you. See you again.